Hi, my name is Prunencia Fuentes,
My name is Ana Karen Ordaz.
and today we're going to present our product named CheckMeal. CheckMeal is an automatically dog feeder. It has two functions. The first function is that it automatically feeds your dog at the hour that you decide, and it alerts the owner in person when the dog was fed, making a sound or making a light, and it notifies the person when a dog was fed or is being fed.
The second function is that it notifies the owner when the food stored is over by making a sound and turning on a light.
The second function works with two caps and a sensor. The sensor is inside and the second cap is on the inside. The second cap is over the dog food and the sensor is all over the bottom of the product. These two work together because when the dog food is all over, when there is not enough food, the cap will slowly go down and the sensor will detect when the cap is completely all over the sensor, and that will send a sign, and the sign will make the product make a sound and turn on the light for the owner to be notified when the product has not enough food. And now we will explain more our product with our code. Before explaining our code, we will explain what will be added at our breadboard and Arduino. First of all, we added an LED to display light and a piezo to reproduce music or sounds.
Then we add a peer sensor that detects nearby movement and sends the signal for other elements to react. Then we also have a microservo that is a type of motor that controls the position of the axis. Our code has a duality and works for both functions of the prototype in the next way.
The first function, which is electronic red, basically controls when and how the dog is gonna receive the food, which also includes alerts like making sound and giving light for the owner to be alerted when the dog is being fed.
And the blue part makes the second function work, that is to notify the owner when the food is stored is over.
Before explaining our code, we will explain how the time in our simulation works. In the simulation, we can see here the time. It appears 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Each second represents an hour. For example, in this case, we will use 7 as 7 a.m. Now we can explain our code. In our code, we use two inputs, for the time and for the appear sensor.
We also created three pin modes. Pin mode 2 represents the peer sensor, pin mode 9 represents the LED, and pin mode 7 represents the microservo. For the second function, we created an if-else condition that states if the peer sensor detects movement nearby, the LED will turn on and it will also make a sound. If the sensor doesn't detect any movement, the conditions will not happen.
In the second function, we also use an if and else condition, but this depends on the time. If the time says 7 hours, in other words, 7 seconds, the servo will rotate its axis, the light will turn on, and the piezo will make a sound. Else, if the time is not as specified, for example, if the time says 8 or 2 seconds, in other words, 2 or 8 hours, the servo will not rotate its axis, the light will not turn on, and the piezo will not make a sound. Now we will show how our code works and how the simulation works. When the time hits 7 seconds, in other words, 7 hours here, the first function will start working. It will make the light turn on and the piezo will make a sound.
For the other function, the pierce sensor is the one who detects any movement. So when the aqua dot is near the sensor, it will activate the light and the piezo.
And that's it for our project demonstration. We hope you liked it as much as we did doing it and making it. Thank you.